Good evening, everyone. My name is Ndeme Devin Bo, CYB 505 with Grand Canyon University. I would like to talk about understanding threat actors in the digital world today. But before I brainstorm, I'll emphasize security, security, security. How important is security? Before I go into the topic, let us first look at the introduction of understanding the threat actors in the digital world. Looking at the introduction, we'll look at the importance of cybersecurity in the healthcare administration, an overview of the various threat actors, prioritizing threat actors, adversary models, insider threat, comparison of bad actors in cyberspaces, mitigation strategies, differences between threats and vulnerability, which I really like us to understand the various threats and vulnerabilities that we are exposed to. Also looking at it, we'll look at the system attacks, and I'm going to give you some of the references so that you all can further go brainstorm on it. Looking at the importance of cybersecurity in healthcare administration, it may be funny that we are relating healthcare with cybersecurity, but it is of great importance that our patients, our clients, our customers' information are protected. And this is done because we have to maintain the patient's trust, protect sensitive data, compliance with regulation, safeguard healthcare infrastructure, protecting against financial losses, and tracking the growing threat landscape. Looking at some of the threat actors, we may look at APT, yes, cyber terrorism, script kiddies, cyber criminals, activities, industrial espionage, and insider threat, just to name a few. We'll look at it, we take into consideration the threat actors. Overview. Advanced persistent threat, which is APT, script kiddies, cyber terrorism. Advanced persistent threat or well-resourced attacks focus on long-term stealth infiltration and data exfiltration. They employ sophisticated techniques and have significant resources at your disposal. Script kiddies, inexperienced individuals who use pre-made tools and scripts to launch attack without deep techniques knowledge. They often target easy to exploit vulnerabilities and are driven by curiosity or desire for recognition. Cyber terrorism. I love this one. Individuals or group animals to disrupt critical infrastructure, cause panic, or spread fear through cyber means. Their goal is to achieve ideological, political, or religious objectives through cyber attacks. This could be seen and this could be emphasized with the United States election, which was a serious target for the Russians. But with the strong defense put by CIA and all the cyber infrastructures, this was not a threat to the United States because we built a very strong system. Threat actors and overview. Prioritizing threat actors. Adversary models. An adversary model provides framework for analyzing and understanding threat actors. It involves assessing their capabilities, motivation, techniques, risk version, and potential security system. The role of the adversary model is an applied security research which provide further insight into developing an adversary model for effective security search. Adversary models, cyber terrorism, script kiddies, and cyber criminals. An adversary model provides a framework for analyzing and understanding threat actors. The role of the adversary model in applied security research can provide further insight into developing an adversary model for effective security research. Adversary model. Activities and individual espionage. Continue with adversary model of activities and industrial espionage. Highlight the motivation, resources, capabilities, and techniques and aversion to risk. Insider threat. Insider threat refers to the risks posed by individuals with authorities' access to systems and data. Problems associated with insider threat include data breaches, intellectual property thefts, system sabotage, or unintentional mistake leading to security incident. This was a particular case with the Edward Snowden case in the United States of America, where Edward Snowden, a personality who worked with the CIA, had to gather information and traveled overseas to Russia, and to date he's still under custody by the Russian with a lot of information that he took from CIA. So insider threat is something that is highly determined, and us who belong to this company, we have to be mindful of what we have to take out of the company, because every company has its proprietary right and wants to preserve it. Assumptions. Insiders have access, privilege, knowledge of system and may exploit your trusted status for malicious purposes. This is just some surface individuals which we can hardly determine within our means, who want to make money by carrying valuable company information, sharing it outside. But we all should be mindful that we all have some agreements we sign before picking up this job to protect to protect the PII of every individual who is part of this organization. Comparing bad actors in cybersecurity space. Bad actors in cyberspace vary in terms of resources, capability, techniques, motivation, and aversion to risks. Activities and script kiddies may have fewer resources and less sophisticated techniques but operate with different motivation and risk aversions. Mitigation strategies. These are all strategies that we all have to employ in order to make our company secure and make our cyberspace safe with limited or zero attack from any cyber criminal. One of such is strong access control, regulating software patching, network segmentation, intrusion detection and prevention system, employee training and awareness, which is what we are doing now, that every employee should be aware of the dangers of cyber criminals and protect their individual information and as well the company information. Regular data backup, insider response, encrypt and also security audit, which I do trust my cyber guys that will put a strong security audit, but we have to always be mindful that the best way of best way of fighting a war is not defense, is attacking with the cyber security space. Phishing attack by cyber criminals. Cyber criminals might send an email that appears to come from a legitimate source. Hey guys, this is very important for everyone who is taking this training. Be mindful of phishing. Phishing. Phishing is something that is going on. If you suspect an email and you don't trust it, don't hack on the email. Don't respond to the email. Don't share your personal information through your email, regardless of who, what, or where you are. Don't do it. Phishing is something that will cripple your bank account or may compromise your bank account or may compromise your information. DOS attack activists launch this kind of attack frequently using malware or other compromised system to saturate or system with traffic and disrupt all operational activities. For instance, that was the case with the power failure in the British in the in England where there was power outage in the airport. So we should be mindful of these things that cyber criminals do. Cyber espionage by nation-state actors. Nation-state actors might use advanced techniques to gain access to our systems and steal sensitive information. They might use spear phishing, emails, or social engineering, tacit or tricks employees into revealing login credentials to other sensitive information, or might exploit valuable information to gain access into our systems. You guys should all be mindful of the fact that you have to protect your personal information. I say if you treasure your personal information, you as well treasure the company's information. I always want you guys to look at it from an individual point of view before you look at it from a general point of view, because protecting yourself is protecting the company itself. Thank you. Threat and vulnerability. You all know, like we've reiterated from the previous headings, threat and vulnerability is what we go through every day. I would like to highlight on threat. A threat is a potential event or circumstance that could compromise a hospital security. It includes various forms of attacks by malicious actors. I would like us to understand what is vulnerability. Vulnerability is a weakness or flaw in a system design, implementation, or configuration that could exploit by a threat actor to compromise our security. Threats. Potential events of action that could cause harm to an organization, system, data, or operation, which we all have a right to protect whatever our organization have. Can come from a variety of sources, including malicious actors, natural disasters, or human errors, which we all can be part of human errors. Natural disasters, we don't hope for it, and we hope even if it comes, we should have control over it. Vulnerabilities, like it sounds, it's all about weakness or gaps in our organization system, process, or policies that could be exploited by a threat actor. Can exist hardware, software, or human behavior, and can be unintentionally or intentionally. Example of such examples are lack of employee training, which is why we're carrying out this training today, so that you all will be all emancipated, understand things like phishing, vulnerability, focus on weakness that could be exploited to carry out attacks. Sure, hope you all enjoy this training. Sure, here are some examples of attacks that different threat actors might perform against our hospital, listed from the least serious to the most serious. Attacks, activities, least serious, social media, which you all know, you all have your emails, and you all should be careful. Most serious, denial of service, like we said in the previous topic, where your system can be shut down and you all will not have access to your email, access to your work information, access to patient information. So we should all be mindful of these things that these bad guys are out there to do to our company or to our organization. Cyber criminal. The least serious phishing attack, cyber criminals might send phishing emails. I would like to reiterate emails, because we all have emails and we all want to go through our emails, but it's not every email that you have to respond. If you suspect it, don't touch it. Delete it out of your system. If you don't trust the source, don't touch it. Don't open your email. Only open email from trusted source, and even if you doubt it, then it means you don't have to open it. Most serious, ransomware attacks. Cyber criminals may use ransomware to encrypt our data and demand payment. So you see, sometimes our information can be compromised and the bad guys will demand money. And since we need this information, we may be caused to pay money just for them to release the information that belongs to us, that if it was well protected and well guarded, it will not be touched by these bad guys. So this training is out here to emancipate us all, to make our company a better organization, and to keep it to mitigate some of the circumstances that we may face by these bad guys. Nation state actors. I don't think we need to reiterate on this. And guys, I just want to make sure you all understand what we have today. These trainings will be reoccurring, and I do hope you all pay attention to what these bad guys are out there doing. I want to thank you all for being attending this training session, and I do hope you guys will try to put it in practice, because practice is what makes it perfect. Thank you.